Real estate's simple. Real estate's simple. This is the key. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Hey guys, Jeff Beggins here. You're about to see what I think is one of the coolest topics that we touch that has the most impact for you. So pay attention. We're going into the tribal characteristics of visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and how you really get deep connections of trust. So you're going to have to talk to fewer people to make more money. So watch and enjoy. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, follow all the content we're pushing out, but leave a little comment. Let us know what you're thinking about. If you like this one, hit the thumbs up and tag a friend who you think will actually enjoy this one. So thank you for watching BE3 channel. We're here for you. Enjoy. The people you're talking with right now, the current lead follow-up specifically, determine where they're operating from. What modality? Are they operating from visual tribe, auditory tribe, or kinesthetic tribe? If you don't know, look back through your text messages, look back through your emails, listen to their voicemails, and listen. You were born into a tribe, and your tribe spoke a certain way, and act a certain way, listened to certain music, liked a certain sport, did their whole thing, and they communicated a certain way, and they taught you how to speak. Learning how they speak taught you how to speak. So some people are born with a visual representational system, meaning they speak in visual words like, hey, look here, let me show you something. If you guys take a look over here, let me show you something. When you see this, it'll become so clear, Michelle, that when you look here, you're never gonna be able to see anything other than that, okay? That's me talking from a very visual point of view. If they're saying, Danielle, can't wait to see you, wait to show properties around on Thursday, it's gotta trigger what? Visual. And then when you're writing back and corresponding with them, can't wait to see you too, right? When I show you around, you're gonna clearly see this is a great neighborhood for you. Z says, hey, what are you looking for? What's the massive assumption with that question? He's in visual modality mindset. It could have been so simple that he was an auditory guy, right? And he walked into an open house in just his DNA makeup of how his tribe taught him how to communicate, and he was there to talk, right? To ask questions so somebody could tell him more about the community, right? And if the first thing you say is, hey man, how you doing? What are you looking for? Well, this guy speaks French, I speak German, right? And it's all subconscious and saying, why is this visual creepy salesperson trying to bug me? Because they walk in the front door, what's the last thing they want? To get trapped by a salesperson, right? That's their biggest fear. They had to work up the courage just even to walk into the office. So that's why the rapport in the mirror and matching and just being you. It's just walk through, see who they are, say, okay, I got some analytical looking guy standing there in the front. You're starting to analyze him as you're walking up towards them and trying to figure out how their demeanor is, and you're trying to see if they look like they're, you know, whatever they are, and then you just enter their world and try to, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? The next one would be auditory. If I was raised in an auditory tribe, which some of you were, you would have words such as, talk to me a little bit. Tell me more about that, right? And if I hear you right, listen to me, right? And when I tell you this, I think it's going to become really, really clear to you, right? You hear the words, choices. So somebody is born in an auditory world, they are going to communicate with those words. Or, hey, Mindy, tell me more about the HOA in Bardmore, right? And you say, great, I can't wait to talk with you more about that. And when you hear about all these things it does for you, you really enjoy it. Right, I want you to really engage this way because we're blowing little deals by not knowing those little intricacies. Right, I wish he would just tell me what's going on, is what's going on in his head, right? And so that was the massive assumption. And so that's why we say if somebody walks in, you've got to remember how many seconds does it take until 7 seconds, right? He prejudged you before you even open your mouth. The sale was already made before you opened your mouth because he was looking at you, okay? The kinesthetic is the last one. There's more, but these are the top three, is touchy-feely, which means, you know, I'm just the type of person that when it's right, just feel it, okay? I really want a solid neighborhood. I want that community feel. I want that neighborhood vibe, right? And these could be the exact same, right, people. You're in an open house, and party one comes in visual, party two comes in auditory, party three comes in kinesthetic. And you, before this moment, wouldn't have even recognized it. Kalani. So Kalani's sitting there in open house and I walk in and she's in a auditory mood because her tribe raised her that way. And I come in and say, hey, let me tell you what I'm looking for. I really want to see the whole neighborhood. Just show me everything I need to see, right? And she says, well, come on in, have a seat. Let me tell you about this community and I'm going to tell, let's talk about what you really want, right? Subconsciously, what's going on inside my brain.
Mismatch.
Yeah.
Right, you see this? So it's someone speaking French to the German person. And then for some reason, I'm going to come up with an excuse to say, you know what? Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. Give me your card, I'll get back with you. And I'm leaving saying, what the hell was she talking about? Right, she didn't get me at all. And you're saying, how come they're not calling me back? Right, because you spoke the different language. This makes sense? Do you see how neutral really wins? So you see how this is a skill set that needs a little bit of practice too? That's the whole point.